The human mind is an extremely complicated organ, and you may be surprised to learn that the fundamental principles behind human consciousness and how the mind works are actually not very well understood. But one thing that is well known is that our conscious mind, the thinking part of our mind, is often not actually in charge of our brain and our thought processes. That's why we often can't think our way out of our problems. So not only do you need to be ready for this, but so does your subconscious. It has to be at a point where it's willing to come to the table and undergo fundamental change in order to improve your state of mind. The subconscious does not like stress. The more stressed you are, the more stubborn it is and the less likely it is to change. Therefore, the more stressed you are, the more affirmations and the more work we're going to have to do to get these concepts ingrained. Suppressed emotional damage, which you may not even be able to feel, also causes stubbornness. An extremely distressed mind can seize up, like a muscle cramping up, and then it becomes almost incapable of change. Your subconscious reacts really strongly to choice, strong emotion, repetition, and often to chi energy as well. So we use those four things to generate the maximum effect. You might be smart, but your subconscious is not. Your subconscious runs on instinct. It's essentially stupid. So when we talk to your subconscious mind, we have to do so in very simple terms. When we make choices, the subconscious does not understand the grey areas and the complexities. It does not understand the maybes. This means that our choices must be absolute and decisive if we want them going into our subconscious. It will understand a strong yes, and it will understand a strong no. But to the subconscious, a maybe or a possibly is the equivalent of a no. So in this program, when you're asked to make a choice, make it decisively, a very strong yes. Your subconscious is emotional in nature. It is not logical. Your strong emotional reactions deeply affect the subconscious. For example, when you're deeply traumatized, it can affect you for your entire life, not because you're consciously thinking about it, but because it's been ingrained into your subconscious. The same goes for strongly positive emotions. We need to use this aspect of the subconscious to our advantage. So when you're making choices in this program, you must get emotional about it. And the best source for that emotion is your desire and motivation to feel as good as you should. Use it. These methods only work when you really want it and you go for it. Your subconscious runs like a program, and it is programmable. If you do nearly anything repeatedly, it eventually becomes part of your subconscious program. For example, when you learn a new skill, initially you have to think about it every single time you do it, but eventually it becomes extremely easy. That's because it programs into your subconscious mind. We are aiming to achieve this same effect with your subconscious attitude, so only through constant repetition can this be ingrained into your subconscious program. And finally, the wild card, chi energy. In the hands of a competent and naturally talented practitioner, chi energy can have a really strong effect. In fact, with Mind Relaxation Australia, many clients will go through the entire program only receiving chi energy, and it will do the job by itself. People have varying levels of sensitivity to chi energy. So with some people, it's highly effective on them, some people moderately effective, and with other people, it has no effect at all. So if you're fortunate enough to be sensitive to chi energy, then it can supercharge this entire process, ingraining these concepts much deeper into your mind, relaxing it, and releasing all the deep-seated stress, tension, and emotional damage. If you're not sensitive to chi energy, or for some reason you're not able to do the sessions, you can still use this program, although its effect will be greatly reduced. To feel good long term, you will need to make simple choices with strong emotion and make those choices over and over and over and over again so they program into your subconscious mind. Use the Mind Relaxation Australia attitude relaxation tools over and over again. Keep focused on the emotion, on your goal of feeling better, so that your subconscious will listen. And if you can, supercharge the process with Mind Relaxation Australia's energy treatments. Your subconscious is going to fight this process. We are trying to make it do the exact opposite of what it's doing right now. Do not be surprised if the questions and affirmations, and even just the videos themselves, make you feel very emotional and have some strange and unusual effects on you. It's designed to strike deep, below your level of conscious thinking. So you want to pace yourself at a rate that works really well for you. For some people, a few questions will set them off, whereas for others, it might take a lot of repetition and a lot of work and a lot of chi energy before they actually get an effect. This process of knocking down emotional blocks, releasing deep-seated stress, tension and emotional damage, and ingraining an empowered, functional and relaxed attitude is a bit like peeling an onion. It has to be done layer by layer, and there can be a few nasty surprises in there. Some clients go through emotional detoxes, something we call emotional deep releasing, which can be an extended period where deep emotional concerns are finally ready to come out, and they do so in a manner which is not smooth. It has a whole heap of potential negative effects. However, it has a long-term positive effect. So we call it pain for gain. This deep-seated emotional damage is better out than in. If you experience this, stop using the videos and don't use any of the tools until it stops. The further use of the tools is only going to make it worse. Mind Relaxation Australia offers emergency treatments, which are specifically designed to relieve the effects of deep releasing and also to clear all the emotional rubbish that's coming up. If you're not utilising these, then you're just going to have to grit your teeth and bear it until it stops. Just keep in mind that deep releasing is the process of emotion coming out. It's a very, very good thing, even though it feels bad.